Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy XV Roach back with another Battlefield 6 information video. With a day left until Battlefield releases on October 10th, we are going to be covering all the information relating to your PC specifications required to play the game. We're going to be covering console information. We're going to be covering the anti-cheat that DICE has been talking about going into this game. We're also going to be covering the server issues that have been discussed. We're also going to be covering the preload sizes for the game, and we're going to be covering the full game size so you guys will know what storage you need to have the game downloaded. With that being said, I want to say thank you to the Battlefield Bulletin for providing most of this information. I will link the page on Twitter down in the description. So let's get right into this video. So to start off, Preload is live on PC and PlayStation. For Xbox, it was out a few days early. I don't know why that was. On PC, it's 24.7 gigabytes on the EA app and 22.3 gigabytes on Steam. And for PlayStation, it is 19.9 gigabytes. Make sure that you guys are getting your preloads downloaded so that way there are no issues when it goes live on October 10th tomorrow. There will be a game day launch update that will come out for the game. So make sure that you also have your auto downloads on. And if you don't have your auto downloads on, make sure you are watching out for that update so that way you have no delays when servers go live for your region. The full size of Battlefield 6 is 67 to 70 gigabytes, depending on the device that you will be playing from, whether that's PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and it also depends on the region that you are in. It also depends on downloading base game files and also downloading HD content. Battlefield 6 is currently the best-selling game on Steam, and it is currently the third most wishlisted game on Steam. That means that there's a lot of hype around the game, which is to be expected. We've all seen it everywhere, the hype surrounding the launch of this game. That means on launch day there are probably going to be millions of players playing, I'd assume. That has raised a lot of questions on whether or not Battlefield 6's servers will be able to handle this amount of player volume on launch day. Dave Sirlin came out to say that the servers should be able to handle the player volume perfectly fine. They are planning for that, and the open beta helped them gauge this as well. This is very good news to hear, and hopefully we don't have any problems trying to get into games on launch day tomorrow. Now we're going to get into the PC specifications that are required for your PC to be able to run Battlefield 6 smoothly. Yesterday, the final PC specs were released for Battlefield 6, and it looks like there are 7 graphics settings available at launch for Battlefield 6 for your rig. We have a minimums graphics settings, which is 1080p at 30 FPS for low settings. Your recommended is balanced, which is 1440 at 60 FPS. And performance is 1080, 80 FPS plus, low settings. Your ultra balanced is 2160, 4K at 60 FPS, ultra settings. We have performance at 1440 at 144 FPS, medium settings. And we have ultra plus plus, which is 4K at 144 hertz. That's 4K at 144 hertz, high settings. And then we have 4K at 240 hertz, which is the ultra high settings. You can use this chart that is on the screen to see what your rig has and compare it to what's required to run each of these graphics settings. Battlefield 6 PC features support Intel XeSS, AMD FSR, NVIDIA DLSS4, multi-frame generation, super resolution, NVIDIA Reflex, and DLAA. It also supports 4K and uncapped frame rate. The game is protected by Javelin anti-cheat, which we will get into more later in this video. It has ultra-wide plus super ultra-wide monitor support. There are 600 plus customization options, HDR, HUD scaling, camera settings, streamer mode, and more. Battlefield 6 includes native Steam support. It won't require you to install and run EA's third-party launcher. DICE has also confirmed that the server tick rate on Battlefield 6 will be 60 Hz, which is an upgrade from 2042, which had 45 Hz servers. Battlefield 6 will not support ray tracing. The technical director for Battlefield 6, Christian Buell, says they're focused on making the game as optimized as possible for the default settings and the default users. Now for my console players, here's the Battlefield 6 console performance. For the Xbox Series S, it will be at 1080p at 60 FPS. The Xbox Series X Fidelity mode will be at 1440 60 FPS. The Xbox Series X Performance mode will be at 1280 at 80 FPS plus. The PS5 Fidelity mode will be at 1440 at 60 FPS. The PS5 Performance mode is at 1280 at 80 FPS. The PS5 Pro Fidelity mode is at 2160 at 60 FPS. And the PS5 Pro Performance mode is at 1620 at 80 FPS plus. However, it was released, and I do not know if this is coming for Season 1 or if this is on launch day, but it says that Battlefield 6 will be able to reach 120 FPS on console through its performance mode, which is huge for console players. If it was not going to be able to hit 120 FPS, this might have been a problem for some players. Not all. I know some, but, you know, FPS is very important for this game, and without that, it would have maybe hurt a lot of console players' views on the game. Ripple Effect is encouraging players that are on console, meaning PS5 and Xbox, to keep their crossplay on when they get into Battlefield 6, even if they cannot promise that there will be zero cheaters. This is because EA has confirmed that PlayStation and Xbox cannot team up without PC in the pool. There are no console-only lobbies. They will not exist on Battlefield 6. When you turn off your crossplay, that means you are locked to your own platform. PlayStation versus PlayStation, Xbox versus Xbox, and PC versus PC. This change doesn't really affect me. I don't mind playing in all player pools. I don't really feel that there is that much of a difference from controller to mouse and keyboard. However, some people will beg to differ, and they will not agree with this and think this is a horrible addition to the game. But I feel like they are doing this to make sure that there are no server issues or no issues with a specific console trying to get into games, maybe. I don't know, but I don't think this is a huge deal as some people have been making it up to be. Now we're going to be covering the anti-cheat for Battlefield 6. The anti-cheat for Battlefield 6, as I said earlier, is known as Javelin anti-cheat. It was previously known as EA anti-cheat, which was debuted in Battlefield 2042 Season 6 in 2023. Ripple Effect came out to say that tens of thousands of players tried to cheat, but the anti-cheat, Javelin, detected and prevented them from doing so. Ripple Effect says that they are constantly evolving and exploring feedback as it will continue to shape and help with the anti-cheat for Battlefield 6. DICE released some beta statistics for the anti-cheat, and it says that Javelin anti-cheat has prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat or tamper with anti-cheat controls. It has been reported 44,000 instances of potential cheaters during day one and another 60,000 so far on the second day. They are using these with their own gameplay integrity team to add and improve to detections for Battlefield 6. They are also working with the Battlefield Positive Play team to actively remove reported cheaters. They also came out to say that anti-cheat isn't one and done, it's ever-evolving Battlefield. What has worked for us previously or in different games doesn't always work in all of them. I really enjoy how they are addressing the cheating concerns and their own anti-cheat, because we see other games, they fail to address these issues and they just let the cheating occur. The developers are coming out and telling us that they know that cheating is trying to occur and they are doing whatever they can to try to prevent it. And yes, we know that cheating is not completely preventable, even though it should be. DICE has not only addressed the issues of cheating on PC, but they have also addressed this issue for all of our console players, saying that despite the issue of cheating is significantly more concentrated on PC, they haven't forgotten about the Cronus users. That's why DICE has partnered with PlayStation and Microsoft to combat cheating on consoles. In an interview with Push Square, Matthew Nickerson said Battlefield 6 will feature its own level of macro detection on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S's. Macro detection is a technique used to identify the malicious use of automated sequences of commands or scripts for repetitive tasks, which has also led PC players to enable Secure Boot. This is another huge win for all of my console players out there, because the Cronus Zen problem for console gaming has just gotten out of hand, and we need something like this in every game where Cronus Zens are present. With that being said, that's all I got for this Battlefield 6 video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so hyped for the game launching tomorrow morning. I'm going to play it all freaking weekend. I'm going to have content dropping for you guys. I hope you guys can't wait. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the likes, comments. I hope you guys keep enjoying these videos. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Hit that subscribe button if you want to. And I will see you guys in the next Battlefield 6 video. Later.